So I think it's gonna be a fun class today. Well, it'll be fun for me, so we'll see how y'all do. Yo, hang on. Yo, there's a lot of energy. What's up? Okay, here we go. Okay, so while it may be true that there is some kind of a creator force in the universe that created life on Earth exactly as it is, as some people believe, clearly something got created. We didn't come out of nothing. So the concept of a God or the concept of a creative force makes sense. Things don't just emerge out of nothingness, right? But then if there's a creative force, that must have emerged out of nothingness. So it's just a lovely conundrum of life to try to figure that out. In any case, I'm a sociologist, and I'm really also in different ways, I suppose, an anthropologist, but I think about these things, the things that anthropologists think about, and I think about the origin of life. And we have a pretty good story. I realize there are religious texts that have stories, and science has a story, and the science story is actually pretty fascinating, quite complicated, and just filled with lots of data. And the fundamental story is that human beings emerged somewhere in the Nilotic region of Africa. Homo sapiens started to move out. First off, Homo neanderthalensis moved out, Homo erectus moved out, but Homo sapiens, this is in the red. And some maybe, as best that we know, 250 to 300,000 years ago, started traveling around Africa and going up into Europe and into Asia, down into Oceania, across the Bering Strait and into the Americas. Okay? As people migrated to different regions of the planet, they experienced or encountered different climate conditions and different foods and different diseases. And the sum total of the differences is that as people migrated around, our bodies adapted. Because some bodies appeared to be more adaptive for different situations, like a really hot humid climate, a really hot dry climate, a cold arid climate, or a cold humid climate, and somehow coupled with diets that people were taking in, coupled with the things people use to build their shelters, coupled with diseases, certain bodies were more fit for certain situations, more suitable. And what it meant was that those bodies tended to reproduce successfully. And their heirs, the people that they gave birth to, that followed them, subsequent generations, tended to have their genetic admixtures in their particular phenotypes and their characteristics, bodily characteristics. So as they carry those through generation after generation, those certain characteristics become more adaptable, and then those characteristics become more common. And then as people are moving around thousands upon thousands of generations, we tend to see people with very different features. So we don't all look alike. If people would have stayed in one tiny region of the planet, mostly we would all have very similar features. There would be some differences, but mostly we'd be very similar. So that's how it happens. Now, what it means is that, for me, is it's really interesting to pay attention to people's physical features, like my own. You know, when I look in a mirror, I don't see Sam Richards. I see the sum total of generations upon generations upon generations of evolutionary trajectory, of my ancestors passing genetic characteristics down to their ancestors, and then on and on and on. And ultimately you get to me and how you get to my nose and my eyes and my hair and my size and all, my skin color and all sorts of things. So for me, this stuff is really, really interesting. And it's what we're going to talk about today. So we're going to start with Asia. And this is all of Asia. You know, so first off, if you say something about Asia, we're going to say something about Asian Americans. So I want you to think about this. Or just say something about Asians. I just make a generic statement about Asian, people of Asian ancestry. Note that I'm talking about all of these countries: Japan, the Koreas, China, India, Mongolia, Pakistan, Bhutan, Taiwan, the Philippines, the Pacific Islands, right? Singapore, Malaysia. Look at all these countries that have very different cultures. And within those countries, there are many, many different cultures and languages. And so there's almost nothing you can say about Asians that would be true of all Asians. In fact, there is nothing you could say. Same with Europeans. Same with Africans. Same with Latin Americans. There's just nothing you can say. So I just want to start there, understanding that everything we do in this class in some ways is based on generalizations. Okay? Cool? So we're going to start there. This is all of Asia, so keep that in mind. All right. I need 2 volunteers. I need someone who is from Latin America. Anybody from Latin America who's from Latin America, like lives there, like is. Dude, that's you? All right, man, you're on, dude. And let me see what else we want to go with. I need someone of Asian genetic ancestry or admixture who is totally Americanized. Grew up in the United States, doesn't speak the language of your ancestors, doesn't. Were you up here before? You weren't, right? Oh, wait, you have the dog, right? Can your dog come? Oh, she's not here yet? Oh, today she's not here? All right, well, you come up. All right, we're good.
Yo, Sam, I have a question from the stream about this last slide.
Yeah.
Why isn't most of the Middle East included in this?
Because the Middle East, in most maps in the common day, they do not consider the Middle East part of Asia.
What
But
continent?
rather part of Central Europe. So, all right, you ready? You're going to come out here.
I'm in the same old conversation.
Oh, you were? Oh, awesome. All right. Okay, so are we ready? So I need these people. And if your name's up there, come down to the front. Dude, that's you, dog. Yo, come down. There's 10 of you. Yo, who else? Yo, if your name's up here, come down to the front. Yo, you don't have to talk even. Just you come down to the front. Bro. There. Wait, who else? Wait, okay, who else? Who else's name is up there? You don't have to talk. You just have to come down to the front. Yo, bro. Yeah, come on, man. Gents. Who else? Who are we missing? Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're missing 3 people. 1. We're missing 2 more. Who else? Who are the last 2 people? Yo, seriously, you don't have to be shy. You're not going to have to talk. We're missing 2. Who are we missing? Wait, seriously? Are they not here today? Does anyone know? Oh man. Okay, you ready? Dude, hang on. I'll take that. You don't need that. I'm not going to say. Okay, so here. Wait, can you tell me I got to know who's not here. Do you guys know do you know any of these people? Do you know some of them? Do you know some of them? Do you know any of them? Dude. Yo, are you sure you're not here? Don't dog me. This is really uncool. All right. Dude, hang on. Here, you don't have to talk. You just have to be up here. Seriously? All right, man. If you are, I'm going to flunk you. All right, here we go.
Oh my gosh, that gave me a little heart attack.
Just 2 and 3.
Do you want this up?
Yeah, the second one.
Yeah, do you know what?
Yeah. All right, you ready? So,
I'm a little nervous.
here you are. You're nervous?
There's a lot of people here.
There are a lot of people here. You should be. All right, bro, what's your name?
Sam,
Sam? Where are you from?
Venezuela.
Venezuela. So you live in Venezuela? You're an exchange student?
Well, yes. I came here to study.
Came here to study? Okay. Yeah, that's what I mean. All right. And your name?
Kimmy.
What is it?
Kimmy.
Kimmy?
Well, my real name is Kimura.
With no say in that.
My real name is Kimura, but my nickname is Kimmy.
Kimmy?
Yeah.
All right. So here's what you need to do. I want the two, we're going to have a contest to see who can do. I want you to match people, these people right here. We're not going to ask your names, and don't speak.
jeez.
You got to match them with their names.
But we're like,
You're competing with each other.
oh.
Yep. And if whoever wins, there are 2 people who didn't show up today. If whoever wins, I'll take points from their quiz and give it to you. All right. Okay, so let's start with the first name, bro. First off,
How do you say that?
no, that's your question. How do you go ahead and you pronounce it?
I have to pronounce it.
Go ahead, Kimmy. Take a shot at it.
Oh my god. I don't want to.
No, you got to do
I'm
it.
gonna
Go fast.
butcher.
Come on, go ahead.
B. How Quinn.
Be how Quinn.
Quinn.
Which one's the first name?
The first one?
Yeah, which one's the first one? Their name is B.
Oh, I guess not. I didn't know it was like
No,
jumbled like
you don't.
that.
I know. I switched it around.
I think. Oh, okay. So then I guess that could be a last name too. But
Well, which is it?
a last name?
B. It's B. You say B. How Quinn, bro? How do you pronounce it?
it?
B. Hawking.
B. How,
He
what is
says
it?
the same way too.
B. Hawking. I don't know.
Okay, so is that a male name? Is that a man or a woman? Talking to the mic. And come on, you guys got to go faster. Don't worry about it.
I think.
I think that's a female.
Yeah.
You think it's a man?
A female.
A female? Where do you think they're from?
Some place in Asia.
Someplace in Asia? Dude, come on, man. Just like Venezuela, someplace in Latin America?
Well. Then.
Go ahead. Take a guess.
Maybe Vietnamese. I don't know.
Vietnamese.
Sure.
All right, dude. Who is it? Wait, hang
The
on.
one with a black shirt.
You think it's her. Who do you think it is? Don't give it up, anybody. Don't say. Who do you think it is? Dude, you got to go fast. We don't have time.
I would say the same thing because
You're going to say it's her?
I had a different person for the other girl, and if I think it's a female,
All right.
then it's kind of
Or
process
give me
of
the second
elimination.
name. How do you pronounce it? Fast.
Seong Ung Hong.
What is it?
Seong Ung Hong.
Seong.
Eung Hong.
Dude. All right, not bad. Kimmy, how do you pronounce it?
I would pronounce it the same way.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Say it.
Seong Yoon Hong.
And is that which one's the family name?
Like the last name?
Yep.
Last name is Hong.
I
I'd say
put them
that's
up there. They're mixed up, so don't. I scrambled them.
yeah. But, you scrambled the.
So Hong, you think is the last name?
Yeah, I think that's the last name.
You think so? All right, man. And who is it? A male name or a female name?
A male.
Male. What do you think?
Yeah, I think it's a male.
Male. Who is it?
Yeah.
The tall one.
No,
is
I
it?
think it's him.
You think it's this guy?
Yeah.
Oh, totally this guy. Who do you think, bro?
I'm gonna say him. That one. That one.
That dude? Man, that's a nice guess. All right, man. Next one. Go ahead.
Kauvilai Atiwat.
What is it?
Kauvilai Atiwat.
Kalvilai
Kauvilai
Atiwat.
Atiwat.
All right, Kimmy.
Ko Villa.
Ko Villa.
I'm not good with this.
That's all right. Go ahead.
Atiwat, like he said.
Atiwat.
Yeah.
And male name or female name?
I'm gonna say female.
I'm gonna say female too.
Who is it?
I think it's the girl in the end.
You think it's her?
Yeah.
What makes you think it's her?
I think I don't know. It's
What's
an
that?
Indian name for what I know. It's an Indian name.
Yeah. All right, dude. Kimmy, next one.
Kavisha Kawala. Korwala.
Yeah. Male name or female name?
I think that's a guy.
You think it's a guy? Which one's the family name?
The first one.
The first one?
Yeah.
All right, Kavisha. Who do you think it is, bro? The tall dude? The tall one?
It sounds like
No, speaking to the mic, dude.
I think it's a tall dude.
It's who?
The tall dude.
The tall dude? All right, man. Who do you think it is? Is it a male name or a female name? Who do you think it is? You think it's a guy? All right, next one, bro. Kimmy, next one. Say it fast.
Oh, I just said the last one.
All right, you say it fast.
Sai Subramanya Pradyumna Nanduri.
Dude, you are so close. I'm sure. I'm sure you didn't butcher that at all. Say it again. Say it fast. And don't. Go ahead, man.
Sai Subramanya Pradyumna Nanduri.
Dude. All right, who do you think that is?
Yeah, this one.
This guy?
Yeah.
Totally, man. He looks like a Nanduri, if I've ever seen one. All right, next one. Kimmy, next one.
Nguyen Vivian.
Nguyen
Vivian.
Vivian. Which one's the last name? Family name.
I think it's like put out like first and last name. I think that's how it is.
Wait, you think the last name is Vivian?
Yeah.
I think
Last name is Vivian?
I don't know. You might be
Is it a
tricking
male
me.
name or a female name?
a female name, but I think Yuan it's the last
You
name.
think,
You think
I
Nguyen
think I'm
is-
being tricked.
How do you say it?
Yuan.
Nguyen?
Yeah,
Who is
yeah.
it? You think it's her? With the Cape May t-shirt? Totally. Vivian's at Cape May. All right, next one, man. Bro.
Yuki Takahashi.
Yuki, how do you say it?
Takahashi.
Male name or female name?
Male.
You think it's male? Who is it? This should be easy,
I think
man.
it.
Who do you think it is? This guy? You think it's this guy? This guy? Who do you think it is?
I thought it was him.
You think it's This guy?
No, the other one.
This guy?
Yeah, that one.
All right. And last one, man. Go ahead.
Brandon.
How do you pronounce Brandon?
That's how I would pronounce Brandon.
Well, how do you think he pronounces it?
Theo. I don't know.
How do you think he pronounces Brandon?
Brandon.
Yeah? Who do you think? Is that a male name?
Yeah.
So
Yes.
Brandon's the first name? Who is it? This dude?
Yeah.
Right here?
Yeah.
All right, man. Let's see how you do.
We probably got.
All right, here we go. Where do you think she's from? Here, in the camera. Where do you think she's from? Say it fast.
I think she would be from India.
From India? Where do you think he's from?
I need like a list.
No. Go ahead. Where do
I
you
think
he's
like from Vietnam
Bro,
or
look
Korea.
Look in the camera. Look on the side. Look at him from the side, man. Where do you think he's from?
I think from Vietnam or
Dude, here, let me help you out.
Or
Look at
Korea.
him compared to him. You guys stand side by side. Look at these two guys together. No, okay, so here, hang on. Look into the camera, you guys. Right there. Right?
Hey, you should pull up your hat a little bit.
So, pull your hats down. Dude, all Asians don't look alike, right? If you pay attention,
I think he looks
look at these.
Korean.
No, seriously. So here's one of the things in this class. Hang on, we're going to go down through the whole thing. Here's one of the things, right? When you spend time with people in different cultures, you start to notice the very subtle differences in features that people have. So we can do this with Europeans, right? As I can tell a lot of stories. But look at like these two guys here, they're totally different. Right? And you may not see that. If you don't spend a lot of time around people, you wouldn't see that they're totally different, but they're totally different. And like these two guys here. Hang on. Can you catch the camera right here? Look at these two guys. They're from different parts of the world. Right? Turn facing each other. Look. You get a profile, right? Wait, hang on. Come forward. Right there. Okay, right there. Okay, now turn. Right there. Okay, right there. Okay, turn. You can look at each other's eyes, dude. It's all good. We do that in this class. No. Go ahead. I want to see the profile. Look at their profiles, right? And look at here's the thing that's really important, right? What we see a lot of times with East Asians is what's called the brow bone. And the brow bone is this bone right here. And notice how, for both of them, first off, look at how different their noses are, right? Just notice the difference in noses. We're gonna talk a little bit in a second, right? But also the brow bone. So look at I need a white person. Bro, there you are. You're pretty white. Here, come here hang on, you step back for a second. Look at his brow bone. And look at how the brow bone right here, right? Look at how it's almost like it's like flat right going down. So his eyes are even with the brow bone. You see that? Look at his eyes. You don't mind, can I touch you? You don't mind, right? We're good? I can touch you, bro? We're all good, right? All right, so turn your head this way. So look at how notice how his eyes are back. The brow bone is here. If you follow the brow bone out, it goes this way. But his eyes are back a little bit. Turn a little more right there. Got that? So you see how that operates. And then the eyes are back a little bit. And one of the things about East Asians that we really notice, the eyes are the same, man. You know, like we have, hang on, I will do it with, oh, dude, hang on, we'll do names and then I'm going to do something. I have to introduce you all. All right, so listen, man. So how do you say your name?
Kavisha Kharawala.
Kavish, listen, say it again.
Kavisha Kharawala.
Karavala.
Yeah.
So it's Kavisha
Kavisha Kharawala.
Karavala.
Yeah.
You all were close. Yeah, you can sit down, bro. I'll bring you back up. All right, man. So this dude right here. Where are you from?
I'm from New York.
New York. Where's your... You could tell totally tell. What's your ancestry?
Japanese.
Japanese, right? So check this dude out, right? What's your ancestry?
Chinese.
Chinese.
Yeah.
How do you say your name?
I just
Wait, hang on. How do you say what's your name?
Yuki Takahashi.
Dude, if you knew that I knew he was Chinese from his name, right? Takahashi is a Chinese name. I mean Japanese. That's what I meant. Okay, bro. Come on.
This is my own language.
Yeah. How do you say it in your language?
毕浩清.
Say it again.
毕浩清.
Dude, you were pretty close actually.
He's actually
B.
浩清.
Do you speak Japanese?
A little bit, yeah.
Can you say his name? And it was like any kind of a Chinese, like a Mandarin accent.
毕浩坤.
Dude, how was that? Not bad.
Good.
For a Japanese dude.
Yeah.
Where are you from in China?
Beijing.
Beijing.
Yep.
So look, Japanese. Do you know when you look at him? Do you know that he's Japanese?
I have this sense of feeling that he's from like either Japanese or South Korea.
Or South Korea?
Yeah.
Uh huh. But from his name, though, you know.
No.
Oh, you don't know?
No. What's his name again?
His name is Yuki Takahashi.
Yeah, that's a Japanese name.
Yeah. Dude, when you look at him, can you tell he's Han Chinese?
No.
You can't?
I mean, I can tell like he's like not Japanese, but like I don't know where
Yeah.
he'd be from.
Uh huh. So did you grow up around? Have you been to Japan?
Yeah. I grew up there for like the first 6 years of my life.
All right. Did you? And so you know that he's not Chinese from his name. You know he's Japanese.
Yeah.
And her? Do you see her and know where she's from?
Probably India.
You're from. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, man. Here we go. You can hold the mic. So how do you say your name?
Seung Yoon Hong.
Sin.
Seung Yoon Hong.
Sion. Yeah. Sion.
Seung Yoon Hong.
Yun.
Yoon
Yun.
Hong.
Hong. So when you see this guy, do you have an idea where he's from?
I thought he's from like either South Korea or China.
Yeah. South Korea or China? Do you know that she's Korean?
I thought she was Korean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and where are you from?
Manhattan.
Yeah. Where's your family from?
Never been to South Korea. Yeah, DNA like blood from South
Yeah.
Korea. Yeah.
Yeah, because you look like you are 100%
Yeah, I know.
Korean. So you don't speak Korean,
No.
but you know how to pronounce your name.
Yeah, but like my mom and my family call me Serena.
Serena.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, say your name. Who's Korean here? Who's Korean? Bro, you're from Korea? Okay, I want you to say your name and you tell us how she did. Now listen, go ahead, say it again.
Seung Yoon Hong.
Wait, come here a sec, bro. All right. I mean, dude, if you're one thing you're going to get in this class, you're going to learn how to pronounce your name. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, right.
wait, how do you say it?
In Korean names, your family name comes first. So it's Hong Sung-eun.
What is it?
Hong Sung-eun.
Whoa, shit. Dude. No wonder you can't pronounce that. You know what I mean? Oh my God, that's impossible.
It's just
Wait,
that a lot of Korean names, when they
Yeah?
translate into English, they try to find the words that is the closest to pronunciation.
Yeah? Okay, I got
Really
you.
doesn't
So
get
wait,
there.
say it one more time.
Hong Sung-eun.
Okay, dude. Go ahead.
Hong Sung Yoon.
Hung.
Hong.
Hung. Hung.
Hong.
Song.
Sung. Eun.
Dude, that was pretty good. All right. Oh, awesome. There you are. All right, man. Dude. Thanks, man. All right, you ready? Yeah, thanks, man. All right, how about you?
Vivian Nguyen,
Vivian, you ready? Vivian Nguyen. Where's your family from?
Vietnam.
From Vietnam? Have you been to Vietnam?
I have not.
Yeah, so Vivian Nguyen. Both your parents?
Both my parents are from Hue in central Vietnam.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. So do you speak any Vietnamese?
I don't, but I can understand what they're saying to me.
So can you see it? Can you say a few swear words at least? Something?
No, they don't say curse words in Vietnamese because they think it's worse than saying them in English, so they don't.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Whoa. All right. What do they say in English?
They do like there's Spanglish, but they do like Vietnamese and English.
All right. Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
All right, man. So how do you say Nguyen?
Nguyen?
Nguyen. So it's like a W.
No, it's like the NGU.
NGU.
It's kind of like when I describe it as like you're closing the back of your throat, like your esophagus.
Yeah.
Nguyen.
Nguyen. Dude, anybody who's Vietnamese here from Vietnam? Dude, how's she do? She doing all right? Nguyen? Good? Yeah, are you just saying that, or are you being kind, or are you like got it? It sounds good to me, but I thought you sounded good to me, but then this guy is impossible. All right, man, you ready, bro? This is the guy with the long name. Do you even know how to pronounce your own name?
Yeah, I do.
You do? Because like you're only 18. I mean, like you only had 18 years to learn it. So, all right, go ahead, man.
It's Sai Subramanya Pradyumna Nanduri.
Wait, say that again. Go ahead, say it again.
Sai Subramanya Pradyumna Nanduri. Yeah.
Now say it really fast.
Sai Subramanya Pradyumna Nanduri.
Yeah? What's it mean? It probably means a whole bunch of things.
I don't know.
Yeah?
I don't know.
All right, man. And where are you from?
I'm from India.
All right. Bro.
My name?
Yeah.
Atiwat Kawilai.
What is it?
Atiwat Kawilai. It's the third one.
Kavisha?
Kawilai.
Whoa.
It's the third one.
Oh, the third one. Oh, I can't even know. You're like saying something. I have no idea what it is. Atiwat. So Atiwat is your first name?
Atiwat.
Where are you from?
Thailand.
From Thailand?
Yeah.
Atiwat. And are you from Thailand?
Yeah, I live in Thailand. I just came
You live in
for
Thailand?
uni. Yeah.
Where'd you learn English?
I was in international school. So.
Okay. So Atiwat is your first name.
Yeah.
Right? All right. Bro.
My name is Brandon Thew.
Here. Look, Philadelphia Flyers, right there. Wait, how do you pronounce your last name?
Like Thew, like it's like
Thew.
like in like French names, how they, like French people, how they like pronounce like or like spell like Matthew.
Yeah.
It's like Matt and then my last name. So like just imagine like Thew part of Matthew.
And where are you from?
I'm from Philadelphia.
Yeah. I figured that.
Yeah.
Where's your family from?
So so both my parents are from Vietnam, but so my mom's actually Vietnamese, but my dad has like Chinese descent.
Is of Chinese ancestry?
Yeah,
But
but
Thew
he was born here.
and Thew is Chinese? It's a family name? What is that?
Yeah, I don't know, to be honest.
Yeah?
I think so, yeah.
Is it your dad's name?
It's my dad's name. My
So it
mom's,
must
my
be,
mom's
yeah.
last name is...
Wait, hang on. Let me ask you, bro. Wait. Yeah, this guy. Let me ask the Japanese guy. Wait, is that a family name in China?
I can't tell from the English version.
You can't tell from the English version?
No.
Yeah. Wait, hang on. You think it's Vietnamese?
Yeah, I've seen that name a few times.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know anyone else with that last name. So.
Yeah. All right, man. Listen, y'all, you actually did okay. I think you each got one right. So, which is impressive. All right, here, let's do a couple things. So nice job. All right, so here. So hang on. So I want to do a couple things here really fast. Hey, how you doing, by the way? You should. Okay, so here, just take a look. We're just going to do a couple things, right? I want to go to eyes. So there's this thing in a lot of Asian, not just Asian cultures, because we see this in Central Africa also. This is what's called the epicanthic eye fold, right? We're going to use you again. Yeah. Are we good? So the
Yeah, sure.
We're good? All right, man. So the epicanthic eye fold, man, does anyone have a pen? I just need, dude, I won't poke you in the eye. I just got a point. So look, the epicanthic eye fold is the fold. Are we good?
Yeah, good.
All right, man. Okay, so here, the fold right here on her eye. Okay, like right down here. So if you get a look, what you see is like the fold just folds over the eye a little bit and pulls the lid down. So it's not that like our eyes, like my eyes, given the what dude, you hang on, back up, bro, come here. We see that with Japanese actually, we don't see the fold in the same way. So in his, we don't see the same epicanthic eye fold for him as we do for her. What's your name again?
Serena.
Serena.
Seen here in home.
Yeah, okay. So we don't see the same thing. But look, notice there's not a crease right here also. And part of the crease right at the eyelid. You don't have much of a crease here. You do. Hang on. Take your glasses off a sec. No, and here's the key, y'all, right? Focus on all the differences, right? Look at the can I tell, are we good? Yeah. All right. Look at the crease like right here. When even when you open your eyes really wide, we don't see it. See, you don't see the crease here. It's awesome, man. You have you have really cool eyes. You have cool eyes too. But look at like the tall one here. Dude, take your glasses off. Look at the crease right here, and he doesn't have a fold at all. And I don't have a fold. If you look at my eyes, it's just like you don't see any kind of fold. And now, if we turn to the side, Serena, right? The same thing, the brow bone. Like, look at her brow bone compared to like the Japanese dude. His eyes, can we see that? Yeah, more so. Look at his eyes are back just a little bit. And then, like the white dude, like, bro, you have like a really pronounced brow bone, the third guy in, right? Yeah. Like you notice with lots of Europeans, we have a really distinct brow bone. The eyes are the same. People have this idea that, hey, different people around the world have different shaped eyes. We don't. The eye sockets are the same. Everything is the same. It's all about what's happening around the eyes that shapes how the eye is. So you have a strong epicanthic eye fold that pulls your eyelid down, and you don't have the crease here, but the shape of your eye is the same as the shape of my eye, the shape of your eye, the shape of anybody else's eye. It's just these awesome differences. So where does it come from? Where do you think the epicanthic eye fold comes from?
Can I say something?
You guys can sit down, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah, we're done. Thanks, man. Thanks, dog. Do you know where it comes from? Does anyone know?
I'm not sure about the eye folds in particular, but I know that based on your climate, different features of your face are just evolutionary more fit.
Like what do you think it would be?
For example, like your nose can be wider so that in hotter climates you can breathe better.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure about the eyes though.
Do you know? Anyone have an idea? What have you heard, bro?
Like in Asia, like in Central Asia, people used to were nomads. So like when they were walking, in like to not get like eyes or not to get sand in their eyes, like their eyes just kind of became like kind of smaller. Is what I've heard.
Small, so there's a smaller crease because of wind or whatever. Yeah, that's what people thought for a long time. Actually, that's one of the theories going around. But at this point in time, the most recent idea is we don't know. It could be sexual selection, so that the epicanthic eye fold is something seen as like really highly desirable, and so then people select for that because people are searching out for mates with an epicanthic eye fold, which is cool. Or the idea that it's just a genetic mutation at some point that created that. And then, as a result, sexual selection, but definitely sexual selection. So, at some point in time, it becomes really important. Noses, by the way. So, wait, Korea? Yeah. Do you know about nose jobs in Korea? Is this do you know anything about it? Noses in Korea. Do people talk about it?
Yeah, maybe. Like they have eye.
Yeah, what do they talk about? Like your nose. Dude, do you want... Wait, hang on. No, I know you haven't, but you're part of the Korean community.
Yeah.
So your nose, how do you think about your nose? Because you have a cool nose. Dude, for example, are you ready? One of the reasons I just talk about people's features, including my own, is because they are what they are. It is what it is. All your physical features, all my physical features, the tall one, this dude right here, all of us, Brandon, everybody, we are the sum total of our ancestors. It doesn't matter. It's all good. And what happens is, like say in Korea, a really, really popular thing in Korea is getting rid of the epicanthic eye fold. So so that, the eye has the crease that looks more Western, and then having more of a bridge on the nose. So like, look at your nose, look at like our noses compared, like the bridge. Like you have a much flatter bridge and I have a more pronounced bridge. And so right now in the West, we want to decrease the bridge a little bit. And in the East, you want to increase the bridge. So like you have more of a bridge. So like a lot of Koreans will get nose jobs so that they have a little bit more of a bridge. Can I touch your nose, bro? Yeah. We good? Yeah. So people have more of a bridge right here. So typically, especially for women in Korea, but also men, you would like have this nose job to build your bridge out so it would be more like him, because people are just following all the bullshit that they're believing from other cultures about what is pretty and what's best and what's whatever, and it doesn't matter because it just is what it is, but it's what we do, right? So, no, he didn't get a nose job.
What? No.
No, neither of these guys got nose jobs, right? Bro, all right, are we ready? And I look at your nose, by the way. Wait, where are you from? Thailand? Is your nose, because when I look at your nose, is your nose typical of like a Thai nose?
I mean, it depends, even in Thailand.
Yeah.
Like, it varies a lot.
Yeah. That's my sense of it, right? All right, cool. Dude, any questions? Do you all have any questions? Are we good? Dude. Hey, dude, and you got to learn. Are you cool with that? Yeah. Because people will give me shit. Because what will happen is people will give me shit that I like somehow embarrassed you or whatever. Yeah, you're not at all embarrassed?
No, not at all.
Yo,
Dude,
Sam.
Awesome, man.
Actually, people are commenting that this activity has been extremely racist. So
that what is?
That this activity of pronouncing people's names and
is racist?
Talking about eyes and stuff is racist.
Why is it racist? Wait, does someone in the class think it's racist? You can tell me why? Or can you ask someone on the stream? Is this racist? Like America, I know in the United States, we're taught to not notice people's differences, right? We're taught not to talk about color, not to see color, not to notice differences, unless it's white people. We can talk all we want about white people and make fun of white people because that's cool, right? But we can't notice anybody else. And so the idea is we learn to not notice things and we learn to not pay attention, and then these things all happen in the way they happen. And anybody who points anything out or has any kind of conversation is identified often as racist in this particular culture, because this is what we are. Like, we think we're really open and we think we're really out there and we think we're really on the cutting edge of talking about all these things and all these differences, but in fact we're not. And we're afraid that if we do, we become like these racist people, right? But I don't, because it doesn't matter to me, because I don't see any. What I see are, when I look down this line and I see everybody, what I see are all of your ancestors. I don't see you. I see your ancestors. And what I see with me when I look in the mirror are my ancestors. And when I look around anywhere, I see ancestors. And that's the key. And that's awesome. There's nothing racist about that. All right, dude. Thanks, man. Thanks, Tom. Thanks. Awesome. Thanks, man. You're right. Thanks, bro.
Yep.
Thanks, man.
Sam,
Nice
they're
shirt,
saying
by the way.
a few people have said that it's racist because you are making humor of people's names and features.
Yeah, I'm not making humor. There's no humor in that. It's like, look, can you pronounce the names? It's like a name. Can you pronounce? So, hang on.
Well, what I was going to say is a lesson like this is really useful for when you go out into other countries. The first time I was in Haiti, I couldn't pronounce anyone's name that sounded Haitian because it's a French dialect, and I don't speak any French. So it was awkward for me to be like, what is your name? And then I was worried about not saying it correctly and offending them, but it's just a name, and they'll correct me, and then we'll get through it together, because they might not know how to say my name. I mean, my name's kind of easy, but
Actually,
they might
it's not easy to say. For people, it's actually not. It's Jeff. Like, to say it like this, Jeff. No one gets my name right. It's Sam. Wherever I go in the world, it's Sam. It's Sam. It's some, I mean, it's like, no, it's Sam. It's like Sam. No, Sam. Sam. I mean, I don't care. You can pronounce my name anyway. You can pronounce my name any way you want. It doesn't really matter. But the idea is like, no, learn how to pronounce. And what we do is we just pass it over and pretend like, oh, that person just said a name that I find difficult to pronounce. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ignore their name. I'm going to ignore how to pronounce their name. I'm going to not pay attention, and I'm going to move on. But maybe their name's really important. It's part of identity. So talk about it. Like, what's your name? What's it mean? Where is it from? It's important to people, right? So engage in it. And there's nothing fun about it. It's like, hey, can you pronounce the names? And then the question is, why can't we pronounce the names? Why don't we pay attention to these things? We don't because we're living in our own world and because we're not engaged in people of lots of different cultures. And so if we don't engage people of other cultures, then like, why would I ever learn how to pronounce a name? And basically, when I even don't even learn how to pronounce, it's telling me that it's saying to the world, I don't think it's important. It's like, whereas I think all this stuff has great value, man. But the stream can get really sensitive sometimes. All right, dude, let's do another one. Dude, you gotta guess where the dog is in the room. Oh, sorry, man. All right, so listen, man, we're going to do another one. So I got to give you just a really quick background that'll help us with the next exercise, the next case study. So when we talk about, first off, when we talk about Africa, understand that Africa is it's the birthplace of human beings. There's more diversity in Africa than any other continent, any other landmass in the world, by far. Hang on. Well, we're going to have fun in a second. This one's going to be fun. When we talk about the slave trade, we talk about slavery, and we talk about slaves coming from Africa, slaves being taken from Africa and brought to the Americas. In fact, slaves weren't taken from Africa. Slaves were taken from particular parts of Africa. Africa is so immensely diverse, just to say slaves are taken from Africa misstates exactly the complexities of what happened. Africa is it's just throwing Africa together in one landmass, one name, as though all of these thousands of groupings, of ethnic groups, of tribes, just like the European tribes, right? That we could put them all together, and the peoples and the civilizations. And so therefore, this is the area out of which people came to the Americas. And most people who were taken out of Africa went into the Caribbean or into South America. So not into the Americas. Okay? And very few from Mozambique coming around, but the vast majority. So here's what we're going to do. I need 3 volunteers. I need a white person that has very little experience with black people. Just meaning that you didn't hang around, not little experience, not like culturally, you just didn't hang around black people. So I need one white person. Who wants to do it? Dude. The white dude? All right, man, that's you. And then I need somebody who identifies as African American, meaning you trace, or you could be Caribbean, but you have to trace your ancestry to slavery. I don't mean trace it all the way back to the person, but you just know that your ancestors were slaves in the Americas. Who's that? I need someone who's African American. Who wants to do it? And I need an African. So African American and African. Dude. African American? All right, man. Have you been up here? All right, dude, you're on. Now I need someone who's African. Who's African? Anybody? Dude. All right, man. Come. Okay, you can all go in the back. Wait, You're from Africa. Okay, cool, man. Wait, hang on, one more person. Okay, man. Now, what I need maybe like 6 black people. I need 2 African Americans, 2 Caribbean, 2 people from the Caribbean, and then 2 Africans. Wait, go ahead. Wait, Caribbean? Okay, come down. Both of you. Wait, hang on. Wait, how come you didn't volunteer earlier? I got all these volunteers. Wait, do you want to come too? Wait, where are you from? Where's your family from? You're Haitian?
And Dominican.
Dominican?
Yeah.
Oh, damn, dog. All right. Ready? Where are you from?
I'm African American.
African American. All right, man. Ready? Dude, where are you from? Yeah. Are you... Where? Wait, so you're African American? All right. I need African, man.
Yeah,
I need
Sam.
Caribbean or
There's
African.
people up front, and then in the second
Dude,
section.
African? Caribbean? Wait, are you African? 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 Wait, hang on. Now, give me are you African? I need African. All right, come on. Oh, yeah. Oh, we're killing it. Wait, where are you from? Oh, dude. Oh, yeah, I knew that. Oh, yeah, remember? I was just testing you to see if you remembered. So, African?
Yeah.
From where?
Ghana.
All right. Wait, hang on. We're not going to say anything. Wait, so Ghana, Nigeria,
Caribbean.
Caribbean,
Africa.
African American.
Dominican Republic. African American.
Okay. Look. We have a student from South Africa here. Anybody? Are you South African? From South Africa? Your parents are? Both from South Africa? Okay, come up here. We're going to throw her in. Oh, yeah. This will be good. All right. Yo, is there anyone who is... No, hang on. You stand in the middle, though. All right. All right, here we go.
I was about to pop my head out.
All right, come on, y'all. Okay, so here's the deal. Does anyone know her? We're good? You don't know this guy?
I know some of them.
Who do you know?
I know Kenny and Rashida.
Oh, because you're a millennial?
Yeah.
No, wait, hang on. Are you African or African American?
African American.
Dude, hang on. Yo, hang on. Wait right there. Yo, I need someone else who's African American, who doesn't know anybody up here. Who's that? Bro, you? Are you on? You don't know anyone up here? Yeah. All right, dude, come on. You're on. Dude, you sit down. Oh, yeah. Okay, you ready? Wait, are you African American, bro? Are you African American? Yeah. All right, here we go. You take that. Bro, So basically, the white guy, what's your name again? Tell the class.
My name is...
No, this guy. Oh, okay. Khalil, right? How'd I do?
Good.
Khalil?
I say Khalil.
Khalil?
Yeah.
Say it in the mic.
Khalil.
All right, dude. And you can hold that.
Avery.
Avery?
Yeah.
That's a nice white name.
Thanks.
All right. Dude.
Samto.
What is it?
Samto.
Samso?
Samto.
Samzo?
Yes. They're just
Samso.
Yeah.
Okay. You are from
Nigeria.
Where are you from, bro? Pine Grove, PA. Dude. And you are?
Erie, PA.
Okay, so you stand next to him. So we're going to have a contest. The two of you against the white guy.
Oh, okay.
All right? And you have to pick out where people are from. Are they African, Caribbean, or African American, meaning North American? And if you lose to this white guy who doesn't know shit about black people, you cannot call yourself black for the rest of the week.
I bet I will.
Khalil will. All right. Come on, dude. If this guy beats you at this game.
And what about it?
Here, come over here. The white guy. So you can't say who you think it is. The two of you got to agree. Where are they from? Are they from Africa, the Caribbean? Here, hang on. Get the shot in the front. So get close-ups in the front. You guys, go ahead. You can start. You're going to go fast. Dude, the whole time you're checking it out. So go down the line so the people in the class can see. Turn to the side, bro. No, right here. Looking right there. Keep going down the line. Okay, you got it? Where is she from? Don't say anything. Caribbean? You guys say Caribbean? All right, her? Wait, hang on. Wait, hang on. So you guys actually don't say it out loud because I don't want you to just. We can't give it away to the white guy. Okay, so you got her. She's not African. She's okay. This guy. Wait, hang on. And her. Wait, hang on. Make sure you can get her. Wait, stand off to the side just a little bit. Yeah. What are you looking for, by the way? What are you looking for? Like, you want to see, like, who's African. Like, what are you looking for? What's that? Wait, hang on. Yeah, what are you looking for? So you're you're somebody you're African in ancestry.
Yes.
What are you looking for to see if someone's African or American, let's say?
I don't know. I'm more able to tell West Africans apart, but like,
okay.
I don't know.
Well, then you should get it really easy.
But I don't know.
You don't know where she's from? You got to guess.
I feel like I don't want to say African. I want to say like from the Caribbean, probably Jamaica somewhere.
Caribbean. And her?
She says she's from South Africa.
What's that?
She says she's from South Africa.
Oh, she's got to be from South Africa. All right. Wait, where do you think she's from?
South Africa.
South Africa?
I'll agree.
Her?
Either African American or Caribbean.
African American or Caribbean?
Yes.
How about her? What's that?
African American. I don't know. African American.
African American? And her? Come on, man. Don't mess her up.
I can't know their names. No.
No.
Okay.
Just by looking at her. Come on, man. Look at that smile. Is that an African smile? What? Is that an American smile? Is that a Dominican, Haitian smile? Like, what kind of smile is that? Jamaican smile? Could be a Jamaican smile, man. What do you think?
She said the Haitian.
You're going Haitian, Caribbean?
She
All right.
said, she said she didn't say that.
Okay, Avery, where's she from?
I'm just gonna go rapid fire. I'm gonna guess you're African American. I think you're African as well.
Wait, why do you think he's African?
I'm
So
gonna
you're
say
saying this
African
guy.
because I think that from Africa, typically darker skin than African American is normally is a trait.
Okay, so you identify as really dark skin. All right.
Yeah, look, I know it's not informed. It's very ignorant. I don't know any of them. I don't know any of their names or backgrounds. If we're going off looks here, then that's what I'm saying.
Yes, where's she from?
I'm also going to say from Africa.
Africa? All right, her?
I'm going to say from Africa because of South Africa.
Where's she from?
I'm going to guess African American.
African American?
African American.
Where they're from, black is
Caribbean.
All right, ready?
I'm sorry if it
Here we
seemed
go.
insensitive, but
Avery, you didn't do very well. I think you guys went.
I didn't
All right, ready?
expect to.
I'm from Ghana in Africa.
She's from Ghana, so West African. You said African American.
I didn't say anything.
Yeah? All right. What's your name?
Janelle.
Janelle. From Ghana.
From Ghana.
Were you born in Ghana?
No.
Yep, born in the U.S.
Yes.
Both your parents are from Ghana.
Yes.
All right. Yes, ma'am.
I'm Priye. I'm from Nigeria. I was born there.
You said African American, by the way. Come on, man. Like
She's doing me foul. Like, that's crazy.
All right.
I'm from Trinidad. My dad is from Jamaica and Barbados. I was born here, though. My name is Kenny.
Kenny? So wait, both your parents are from Jamaica?
My dad was born here.
Your dad was born here? All right. All right.
My name is Rashida. I'm from Nigeria. I was born there. And both of my parents are Nigerian. Like, my entire bloodline is Nigerian for the most part.
Yeah. All right.
I'm Catherine. Both my parents are from South Africa, but I was born in England.
Born in where?
In England.
In England? How'd you get to Penn State?
Because my mom was relocated from England to Pennsylvania.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
And wait, when did you leave South Africa?
So I was never living in South Africa.
Okay,
but
got you.
they were both raised there, and we go back like all the time.
Got you.
I'm Kelsey. I'm African American and West Indian.
African American and
West Indian?
West Indian? From where in West India?
I don't know.
So you don't know? All right.
No.
I'm Ariella. I'm Dominican and Haitian, so I'm from the Caribbean.
So who's Dominican and who's
My
Haitian?
mom's Dominican and my dad's Haitian, and my mom was born in Brooklyn, but then they sent her to DR, and my dad was born in Haiti, and then he came to the States.
So do you speak Creole or Spanish?
Yeah, I have to in my household. Yeah.
Both?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You're cool, man.
I'm Madison. Both of my parents are African American.
Both your parents are African American?
Yeah.
And where are they from? Like what part of the U.S.?
New Jersey and New York.
Yeah. Hey, so when you, let me just kick something out here, right? When you are, so this idea that people in the U.S. see people who are black, right? And just automatically, a lot of people, if they're not focused on race, if they're not focused on thinking about the issues, we see people and we just put them all together. Like, yo, you're black or you're African American or you're whatever, right? People, did you grow up in the U.S.?
Yeah.
How do you identify?
As an African American.
As African American?
I'm African, but I'm also an American.
So you identify as, do you identify as Ghanaian American ever?
Ghanaian.
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 Yeah.
Ghanaian.
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 Yeah.
You don't identify as Ghanaian American? African?
Oh, I guess I could say that. Yeah. Okay, that makes more sense than what I said.
Mm-hmm. No, but how do you identify?
I just say like I'm African American, like I'm actually African and I was born in America.
Got you. How about you?
I would also identify as an African American. I mean, I am from Africa, but I guess I'm a citizen of America. So
Do your parents are from Nigeria?
Yes.
But do they identify as Nigerian?
Yes.
Like strongly?
Yes.
So like not African American? Do they ever say we're African American or it's like now we're Nigerian?
Yeah, they say they're Nigerian.
Yeah, got you. It's like this is the thing. Like you start learning the politics of these things. But you would say, you say African American.
Yeah.
What's that mean for you?
It just means that, like me, like I know like a lot of people, like African Americans in general, like black people say they're African American. And like that always confuses me. Sometimes it's like, well, are you really African American or are you just like black? Like, of course, there's this like long line of ancestry where people who are born in America and are black are, I guess, because of slavery and that long line of ancestry are considered African American. But I feel like for me, it should be more like a direct or more recent link.
Yeah.
So therefore, black people in America aren't technically really African American. Like it's really weird.
It's weird, right? Because you have, Madison, right? Yeah. So Madison, she's Nigerian American, African American, but you're African American, but you don't have the Nigerian side. So her experience, Madison's experience is totally different than the experience of the two of you, or the experience. Are you living in the U.S. now? Nigerian American. So same with you, right? Can you grab the mic? So like Madison has a totally different experience than you do. As you as Nigerian American. And do your parents identify as Nigerian?
All of us are dual citizen, but they identify as Nigerian.
They say Nigerian.
Yeah.
Do they ever say African American?
No.
It's Nigerian. Do they ever say Nigerian American, or is it just that Nigerian?
They say Nigerian.
Yeah. So this is the thing, right? Like you understand. Like once you walk into this world, if you want to walk in, this is really complicated. So like if you speak with her, like what's your name again?
Somto. It's actually Somto, but
Sumtu.
Somto.
Somtu.
Yeah, Somto.
Sumtu.
Somto.
Somtu.
Okay, Somto. We can just say Somto.
Somto.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So look. So listen. You're trying. Here's the thing, right? You're trying to like, hey, I want to be cool. I want to be multicultural. I want to really try to understand these things. And then I meet your parents, and I say, oh, hey, so you're African American, and they're like, no, man, we're Nigerian. Oh, you Nigerian American? No, we're Nigerian. Whereas then I go to your parents, right, or whatever, and then I think, oh, hang on, I can't call them African American. Like, I don't know what to call people. And then it just gets really, really confusing. And the point here is all of these confusions. And you, by the way, are Haitian and Dominican. Do you go by, what do you say? How do you refer to yourself?
Well, I was born in America.
Yeah.
And
do you identify as African American?
No. Well, I lie. I'm lying. Okay, systematically, yes, because that was the only box I had, like black. But like as I got older, I was like, but I'm not African American. So
you're also half Hispanic.
Yeah.
So that means Hispanic, meaning because the Dominican Republic derives its ancestry, like it's the language from Spain, right? Because Spain conquered France conquered Haiti, and so therefore you're black. You're Hispanic, you're Dominican, you're African American.
We say Afro-Caribbean.
Afro-Caribbean, right?
Yeah.
So, and yet you're American and black. So people would call you African American, and you probably, would you say, yeah, okay, whatever.
Yeah, kind of. I've gotten into arguments saying I can't be Hispanic because I'm black. And so that was a different conversation.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So we go to, where's Sam at, who volunteered earlier? So, bro, stand up really fast. So Sam is Hispanic. So you see, can you catch him on that camera? So can you, Darnisha, Joy, put Sam. So Sam's Hispanic. So people say like, oh, that's what we expect Hispanics to be, but you're half Hispanic. This is like Obama being half white, right?
Yeah.
It's like you can't see Obama as anything but black, even though he's half white. And people can't see you as anything but black. And bro, you can sit down. Thanks, man. Even though, okay. And you African American?
Well, both of my parents are biracial, but I don't claim that side.
But what?
Both of my parents are biracial, but I don't claim that side.
Both your parents are biracial?
Yeah.
What's their background?
My mother is black and white. My dad is West Indian and black.
West Indian and black? Your mom's black and white?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. Is she light-skinned or?
Yeah, she's lighter than me.
Yes, she's lighter than you are?
Yeah, pretty yellow.
Is your dad dark-skinned?
Yes.
Yeah? All right. Dude, so you identify as African American?
Yeah.
Black, African American, doesn't matter?
It doesn't matter.
I'm going to pass you by really fast. Bro, so you are Caribbean?
Yeah.
So bro, you said, what you said was, all right, I'm just sort of going down and I had this idea that he's really dark, so therefore maybe I'll think he's African, even though she's African and she's really light, relatively speaking.
It's really not it's an ignorant opinion. It's not based on any information that I know about them or anything like that. It's just kind of like I go down the line of the activity and like, yeah.
No, but this is the point of all this. Like, none of us talk about it. There are all sorts of people in the class, black and brown people included, who don't know anything. It's like you walk down the line and I said, which one of these people is African? I would bet half the class would have picked him. If I said one person in this lineup is African, I would bet half of you in this class would have picked him because he has the darkest skin, the most darkly pigmented skin. And like with nothing else to go on. So like this is the nature of it. That's why we're having the conversations, right? And you're Caribbean?
Mm-hmm.
From where?
Trinidad.
Trinidad? Both your parents?
My dad is from Jamaica and Barbados, and my mom is from Trinidad.
Mm-hmm. And from Barbados and Trinidad, yeah. And wait, you're African again, right? Mm-hmm. And when you look at him, do you see anything? Wait, were you born in Africa? Where at?
Nigeria.
Nigeria. If you run into him on the street, would you say like, oh yeah, he could be Nigerian, or is there something about him?
No.
Really? Dude, what about him is not Nigerian?
I honestly don't know, but for the most part, I would say I'm good at pointing out where people are if people are Nigerian or not. And I don't know, Kenny. I don't know. I just know. I actually thought he was African American.
No, listen. Can I tell you something? Guaranteed. I saw him, and I look because that right here. This is so your ancestors, bro, are. Here, just check. This is my final point. Just listen to this. This is actually a really. So your ancestors go back, trace their ancestry to slavery, right? And so you could be here, it could be here, but you're from a unique group with unique features that are different from her features and her features. So it doesn't really matter. All right, man. All right, we'll see you on Thursday. Yo, thanks by the way. Yo, give it up for our team.